Hello and welcome to another Tea and Trinket video. My name is Katie and I run things around here. A lot has changed since the last time I uploaded a video, and I wanted to talk about those changes right off the bat. I do want to give a bit of a content warning. If you're a bit squeamish about health problems, mention of surgery, things along those lines, this might not be the video for you, but rest assured I am coming out with other content in the near future if everything goes to plan. Alright, so 2020 has been a very hectic year for everyone. A lot has changed in the world, and a lot of changes are still happening. For me as an individual, I came into 2020 with a lot of challenges and a lot of problems, and as time has gone on, they've gotten worse. I believe I mentioned in previous videos and on Instagram that I've been having chronic health challenges and just undiagnosed illnesses that I've been working my way through, and we don't have an answer to everything. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with my digestive health. We're trying to figure out why I'm in so much pain. We're trying to figure out where my fatigue is coming from, and we're still figuring out all of these things on top of a level of brain fog and having trouble maintaining mental clarity when I get so tired. So while we're still figuring those things out, we do have some answers. Let's see, it's the 1st of December, so it's been about 2-ish months, a little less than 2 months now, when I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. As far as I know, this is a pretty minor cancer. It's not nearly as impactful as other kinds, but it can potentially cause a lot of problems. Luckily for me, again, it's pretty minor. I will have to have part of my thyroid surgically removed, but that should fix the issue. I'm still having to deal with all of my other health problems and still work on getting those diagnosed. I have another appointment tomorrow. So many doctor's appointments. But yeah, I just need to get this surgery over with, and I'll have at least one medical issue over and done with. But as with any surgery, it's going to involve a lot of planning leading into it and recovery time coming out of it. So this brings me back to some changes and updates I'm planning for this YouTube channel. Pardon me while I read my notes. It's been a crazy morning already. Alright, so I enjoy making videos and I want to keep doing that, but I'm having trouble with the chronic health issues, and with the expectation of even lower energy and higher pain following surgery, I have to make a few changes. I'm going to mostly be changing the format. I might not be able to sit down and record a video in one sitting, for example. When my symptoms hit, they're pretty inflexible, and I need to stop what I'm doing and rest completely. So if I start feeling fatigued during filming, I'm gonna need to stop and maybe not pick it back up until another day. So you might see some outfit changes, the lighting may change. I might not be sitting in this chair in this corner, or the chair will have shifted. This is just going to be par for the course right now. I'm hoping that this more flexible style will give me a better opportunity to make better videos, tell a story, like instead of sitting down and telling you what's been happening since the last time I talked about things. I'll be able to kind of show you as I'm doing them. It's going to be more of a vlog format for the most part than it is going to be sitting down for a podcast, recording an episode about everything that's gone on. Instead, it'll be, hey, this is what I'm currently doing, and here you can kind of watch a time lapse of things going on, or if it's a quick project, I'll just do it and you'll be able to see it start to finish. That's the goal. We'll see how well this works. I'm still facing a lot of learning curve issues, trying to learn how to do the editing, learn how to handle the technology. This is something like the 4th time that I have recorded this video. Last night I finally finished editing the video that I had planned to put out on Sunday, and I lost all of the footage, and 30 hours of work went down the drain. I'm mad. It was a really stupid mistake, but not one that I realized I was making until after it was over, and I'm mad. So part of that is the limitations with the technology that I'm using, and part of that is not really knowing what I'm doing yet. So going to be saving up for better technology to work with, and also teaching myself more about the process so that I don't waste so much time and weeks of work. So I'm sorry if this one seems a little bit rushed. I really want to put a video out there so that I feel like I can start making those videos that I'm planning to have come out in the near future. So along with changes to the format, I'm also planning on talking about different things. This channel was very centered around knitting and hiking and my hand-dyed yarn business. So first and foremost, I am having to put my hand-dyed yarn business on hiatus until such a time as I am healthy enough to work on it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, when I get tired, I have to stop everything and rest completely. Meaning that if something's on the burner, including yarn, I have to turn it off, and maybe I won't be able to come back to it for a few days. Which is not how yarn dyeing works, for those of you who aren't clear on that subject. Yeah, it sucks. When I stopped working due to my health, I thought, oh, I'll have all this flexible time. So even though I'm feeling crappy, I'll still be able to do things because I have time to do them. And that just wasn't true. And I didn't really want to accept that at the time. Yeah, I'm still frustrated about that too. Alright, so the fatigue also affects my ability to hike, but I am more concerned about exposure to illness, considering that we are in a global pandemic and also flu season. I don't yet have a surgery date. I'm supposed to find that out this week, or rather I was supposed to find it out 2 weeks ago, but because of the current global medical situation and the rise in cases, my surgery approval is not making it through insurance processing very quickly. It's coming in late. So once I have a surgery date, I don't want to have to reschedule because I've gotten sick with something dumb or something serious. So self-isolation is the way I gotta go on this. Knitting will still be very much a big part of this channel because it's still very much a big part of my life. One of the reasons I'm so mad that I lost all that footage is because part of it cannot be replicated because it was me cutting this sweater up and then re-knitting it. I was going to have this very clever metaphor of sweater surgery versus other surgery, and now I don't get that. I'll see if I can put the one photo I have of the sweater up on the screen somewhere around here. So that you can at least appreciate how much effort went into wearing this thing. Let's see, so knitting will still be a topic that I cover, but I don't think that's going to be my main focus for this channel anymore. I'm also going to be talking a lot more about what I'm doing and what I'm learning, because everything's having to come with a learning curve right now based on what's going on in the world and what's going on in my personal life. So, for example, I've had to learn how to cope with chronic illness from the perspective of an autistic adult. There's an intersection there that's, while it's not unique, it is something that is causing very specific challenges, struggles, etc., etc. And I know that I'm not the only one out here dealing with these issues, so I'm hoping that talking about them will be able to help other people going through this sort of thing just know that they're not alone dealing with it, and maybe help them find easier ways to navigate it. Let's see. Other things I've been learning about are houseplants. I, like many people who have had to self-isolate, have been becoming pretty okay at being a plant parent. So the next episode that I have planned for this month is going to be centered around my house plants, the kinds that I have, how I take care of them, and probably repotting a spider plant or something. So it'll be a little bit of that, but also probably a vlog talking about other things, because of course I'm going to talk about other things. I have already gone way off script for what I had intended just for this video. I'm also sewing a lot more, especially with garment sewing, and also quilting, but like quilting isn't really my thing, except that I really want one and I really want to make it myself. I'm also using quilting to kind of use up scraps from garment projects, if it's a suitable fabric, of course, but I'm sewing a lot more, so I want to talk about it. I'm having to learn how to cook for very specific dietary protocols. Right now I am in the reintroduction phase of the low FODMAP diet, but it's not the only one that I've had. It's not the only protocol I've had to follow even this year, and it's probably going to change again, perhaps even tomorrow, depending on what the gastroenterologist says. Because I'm also going to be bringing up, hey, I'm also having surgery, how the hell do I figure out food for 3 weeks that I can prepare ahead of time, and not being able to swallow solid food for 2 of them. the things you gotta learn, they're surprising. All right, so. So, figuring out those things and tricking my executive dysfunction into keeping my home clean and tidy while not having the energy to scrub anything, those are some of the topics that I am planning to cover in upcoming videos. I mentioned that the next one is going to be talking about houseplants, and then again, if everything goes to plan, in the new year I'm going to be pulling all of my works in progress out, if I can find them all, and coming up with a plan on how to deal with all of them. That's going to be a two-parter probably, because I have a lot of works in progress from over the years. Alright, so to everyone who is returning to watch my videos again, thank you so much for your patience waiting for me to come out with another video. I'm doing my best, and it's been a learning curve, and I'm still learning. I hope I see you again in a couple weeks with my next video. Yeah, I hope you find some restfulness and peace today in this hectic, hectic world, and be kind to one another. Have a good one. Bye.